All right, welcome to this week's Golf Rule of the Week segment. This week we're speaking about movable and immovable obstructions that you find you're on the golf course and you find yourself behind sometimes or near. So the relief procedure for a movable and an immovable obstruction are different, and we're going to show you those relief procedures. So movable obstructions like the one you see here, which is a cart indicator sign, you're able to move that obstruction by moving it out of the way. So the relief procedure is explained here. All right, so now we are here and our ball has finished behind a wooden indicator post that tells us where to take the carts back to the path. And our ball is finished right behind this. And this we're defining as a movable obstruction and instead of an immovable obstruction, because I'm able to pick this up and move it out of the way. So the relief procedure is a little simpler than taking relief from an immovable obstruction in that I can just pick up the item, lift it out of the ground like that, and then place it off to the side, and I can proceed by playing my ball from there. I don't need to lift the ball or mark it. So if you believe you can move it or your competitor can help you move it out of the way, go ahead and do that. Just help us out after you hit your shot by replacing that stake back in the ground where you found it. But this is how you take relief from a movable obstruction versus an immovable obstruction. Other examples of movable obstructions on the golf course are rakes, as well as the cart posts that tell you where to go back to the cart path. So remember, you can always move those out of your way and you don't actually have to touch your golf ball. Now let's talk about immovable obstructions. The difference between movable and immovable obstructions are that you just can't move immovable obstructions. Pretty simple, but immovable obstructions, you're not able to move them by yourself or with another person. Therefore, you need to actually mark the location of your golf ball and take relief. So here's the relief procedure you need to follow to take relief. Okay, so let's go over the relief procedure for an immovable obstruction. My ball is finished on an irrigation control valve, and I'm entitled to relief if I choose to take it, and I'm going to take relief. So I'm going to take a tee, mark the nearest reference point, which is the no near the hole, right here on the edge. I can pick my ball up and clean it. I've identified one club length no near the hole with my longest club in the bag, which is my driver, and I put a tee in the ground. And now I can drop the ball within a club length no near the hole, and within that, from the knee, my ball is now in play. So you can choose to take relief if you want to, or you can hit your ball from there if you don't believe that that's going to be in the way, but for me it is. So remember, your ball has to be sitting on it. You can be can't be standing on it, so you have to be, if you're standing on it, it's in the way as well. Or if you're swinging, if it's here on the edge and you believe you're going to hit it in the motion of your shot or during the stroke, that entitles you relief as well. So take advantage of the rules and make sure that you're taking relief if you're entitled to it. Now that we know the relief procedure for immovable obstructions, here's a few examples of the other immovable obstructions that you might find on the golf course. So make sure when you're on the golf course that you're always consulting your playing competitors when you're going to take relief from a movable or immovable obstruction, and take advantage of the rules so you can save strokes while you're on the course. We'll see you at the club.